second year to welcome the gathering.
Challenges are gifted that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them, just find a new way to stand. It's our pleasure to start this moment by heartily welcoming Sri Har Srinivasan, Vice Chairman of Education Institution, Dr. K. Tyagaraja, CEO of KSR Education Institution, in the absence of Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, Principal, KSRCT. We welcome you all to today's webinar. I heartily welcome you, our today's chief guest, Dr. T.S. Senthil, IIC Ambassador, Advanced, Sengunthar Engineering College, Perundurai, who is here to deliver and talk on design thinking and patient filling of food products. Now I extend a warm welcome to our President, Vice President, Convener of IIC, student coordinators of IIC, and other core members. I extend my salutation to faculty members and other participants. Dream come true when their desire transform into concentration action. Once again, I welcome you all to the webinar Design, Think and Present Filling of Food Products. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Vishnu Kumar. If you absolutely can't stay positive, don't go negative. Just cruise neutral for a while until you can get back up. With this inspiring quote, let me take this opportunity to invite Miss S. Mupidadi, Department of Civil Technology, second year, to introduce our today's chief guest, Dr. T.S. Sindel, to the audience.
A delightful evening to everyone present here. Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. Let your learning lead to action. I am so glad in welcoming our today's chief guest, Dr. T.S. Sandal, IIC Ambassador, Advanced Sengunthar Engineering College, Perundurai. Coming to his study, our resource person has completed his Bachelor of Science in Gobi Arts and Science College, Erode, Bharatiyar University, Coimbatore. He has completed his master at PSD College of Arts and Science, Bharatiyar University, Coimbatore. He has completed his B.Ed degree at Sri Ramakrishna Mission Vidyalaya, Bharatiyar University, Coimbatore. He has completed his MPhil degree at Manonmaniyam Sundarnar University, Tirunelveli, and he has completed PhD in Anna University. Our resource person have total experience of 2 years in the field of dye-synthesized solar cell as a research assistant professor. He has published many papers in international journals such as Solar Light Induced Catalyst, Surface Modification of TiO2, etc. And he also filed a patent in the name of Serious Quantum Dot Synthesized Carbon Nanotube Titanium Dioxide Thin Film Solar Cells. Now he is working as a HOD of Physics Department and IIC Ambassador Advanced at Sengunthar Engineering College, Perundurai. We are overwhelmed to have you here at our event, sir. I hope that we are able to seek guidance and imbibe something from your experience. It is an honor and privilege for us to have you with us today. We are thankful to have you here for making your presence despite your busy schedules. On behalf of IIC, we wish all your attempts would result in great success, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank you.
Mupidadi. Now, I hand over the session to our eminent resource person, Dr. T.S. Senthil, IIC Ambassador, Advanced Sengunthar Engineering College, Perundurai. Please, sir, the floor is all yours.
Thank you. On behalf of Erode Sengunthar Engineering College and myself, I thank Dr. P. Agramodan for inviting me to give a talk on patent filing and its importance to you. So, I hope my screen is shared to all. Huh?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Is it visible? Okay. Thank you. So nowadays we are thinking differently. So this thinking is also called as design thinking. For example, if you are having a single problem, the solution may be in different ways. So we can think differently. For example, a single person may think for different solutions. So that's why it is called as a design thinking. Suppose if you are thinking a new solution to a common problem, so we have to get some ownership for this idea or ownership for this invention. So that is called as patent. In this session, I am going to talk about what is meant by patent and how we can get a patent for our design thinking and also our food products. So before going to this session, we have to know what is meant by intellectual property rights. So this patent is also called as intellectual property rights. So here, this slide clearly shows that rights means simply we can say for our legal entity. That means we are having some what I say. So we can do anything for our this concept. That's why it's called as rights. Suppose if you are having a pen, you can do anything for. So this is called as rights. So here we are saying property. Property means it is a belonging or some things to ours. So here intellectual means simply you can assume. So this is a relation to the intellect. So from this simply we can understand intellectual property rights means you are having some belongings and you are having full rights to for this belonging. This is called as intellectual property rights, or very simply we can say IPR. So here this slide shows what are the various stages of this IPR and how it comes across. So before going to that, we have to know there are two things. That means what are the various types of this IPR. Basically, this IPR is divided into two categories. First one is just IPR. That means each country having rights. That means this is a territorial rights. That means, for example, you can get a patent within India only. It is called as national patent. Suppose if you want to get a claim for the whole world, it is called as WIPO. That means World Intellectual Property Organization. Suppose if you are inventing or if you are having a new product, you have to get claims to the whole world, means it is called as WIPO. Suppose if you want to get patent only within India or within Australia or within New Zealand, means it is called as national patent right. Suppose if you are getting a patent within India, means so it is acceptable only within this country. That means the others cannot use your ideas or use your product without getting permission from you. Suppose if you are getting a patent within India, means the Australian country people or Australian can invent the same concept or same product by using their own ideas. So we cannot claim. Suppose if you want the claim to the whole country, means we have to apply for. So this is the types of patents, WIPO and national patent. And this is some historical background of this IPR, when this IPR comes and how it crosses the various stages is this slide. Actually, in 1856 itself, the Patent Act comes to in India, and also for consecutive years, the government will modify the patent, and we are getting some various types. So that means trademarks. I think you may know each company having some logo or design. So this is called as trademark. This Trademark Production Act comes in 1948. And also suppose if you are writing a story or if you are writing a book or you are having a new drama concept, you are getting claims. It is called as so if you are having a idea or drama or novel, we have to get a claim for that copyright. Okay. And next one is Indian geographical identification. That means simply we are saying GI. So GI comes in 1999. So I think you may know GI. GI means each and every region having some famous product. For example, Erode means we are saying turmeric is famous, and if you are assuming a Tirunelveli, halwa is famous, and if you are considering Kodaikanal, garlic is famous. So that means this is mentioned as geographical representation, or there is GI. So we have to get the GI for each product. For example, Coimbatore means the people get GI for wet grinder. And if you are assuming Kovilpatti means it is in famous Kadalai Mittai. So these are some GIs. And similarly, the government will produce some semiconductor circuit, means they have to get claim disclosure in 2000 it comes. And also nowadays plant varieties and food products we are getting a patent from 2001 onwards. These are the various stages. And here, what are the things the IP can include? So here the IP can include for literature or artist or scientific works, and also some performance-based phonographs or broadcasts, and also inventions in the field of human endeavor, some scientific discoveries, and some industrial designs and trademark, and also some production against unfair competition. So these are the patent includes. And these are the branches. So already I told in the previous slide what are the various stages. So here IPR includes patent. Patent is for our products, and copyright. Copyright is for our stories or monographs, and trademarks. Trademarks is for some symbol or designs. And design, suppose if you are drawing some industrial design or some architectural design, we have to get some claim. And GI, that means geographical identification, and so also some we can get for our some confidential information or also trade secret, and then plant varieties. So for these types we can get IPR. And these are the various IPR offices where we are having various offices. Actually, patent office located at Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai and Chennai, and trademark offices in Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, Chennai and Ahmedabad, and copyright offices is in Chennai. So compared with we all stated in Chennai, we are having patent office, trademark office, and also copyright office. Okay. So these are the main forms of IPR: patent, copyright, trademark, and plant breeds varieties. So here, suppose if you are assuming a patent, patent means we can get claim for various products, and copyright means books, and trade secrets, this is trademark. So here, this Coca-Cola bottle itself shows they get a patent for this written style, Coca-Cola written style, and also the red background and then bottle designs. So they got a claim for all these things. Suppose if you are copying this written style, they can get claim from you, and also bottle designs also they are getting patent. They got international patent, and also some plant breeds varieties they also get patent. So this is the patent office home page. Suppose if you are going for ipindia.gov.in journal.com means, so in this page we can get clear information about previously what they did and what are the various patents filed by various inventors. This is the patent and design journals. This is a weekly journal. Every week they are publishing. So for example, here I mentioned in the month of August 2022 they published, and the download page shows part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4. Part 1, part 2, part 3 are these some patents, and part 4 is only for designs. Okay. So similarly, if you are having any free time, you can go this website page and you can check, or otherwise you can go ipindia.gov.in. So in this you may get various informations. So here these are some various patent for various products. So this first one is for chair. Okay, so here this company name will also mention. That means in Uttar Pradesh, some company claimed a chair and a glass holder. So I think we may know this chair. This chair don't have any holder, teacup holder. So this company will fix the two holders on the left and right side, and they are getting a claim. Suppose if it is approved, no one can use this without their permission. Or suppose if you are using this, we want to give some claim to them. And second one is, so you can assume this bed sheet. Okay, so this bed sheets, there are various designs on drawings. So I think, wait. So here you can assume this bed sheet. So this bed sheet, Rajasthan company, Jaipur company got claim. So what they are getting claim means they are having some designs, they did some designs on the bed sheet. That means some art. So for this art, they are getting some claim. So similarly, we are also doing various designs on our bed sheet, but we didn't aware of it, and we didn't claim any claims. Okay. And suppose if you are going for some footwear, this company, Delhi-based company, get some claim. So what they are getting claim means they are having some safe on the wrapper, and also they use some acupuncture designs. So for that they are getting claim. So similarly, we are having so many ideas, but we don't aware of it, and we didn't apply for any patent. Okay, the company people only will aware of it, and they are getting claim. So next one is copyright. That means already I told copyright means we are getting claim only for written articles. That means suppose if you are having any idea, this idea will be expressed as some concepts, and it may be written in a paper. Suppose if you are writing your ideas or stories or any other comedy or some books, we may get copyright for this. So what includes in copyright means literature, films, drama, music, artists, and sound recording. So that's why people are saying, suppose one famous cinema comes means automatically 2 or more people get claimed. This is my story like this. Okay. So what is the reason means suppose one person may wrote some comedy in 1999. Suppose the comedy may come nowadays to cinema. Suppose if the comedy comes in cinema means we have to give some claim to that comedy, those who write in 1999. Okay, so these are the copyrights. And what is not covered in copyright? Actually, some ideas. You may have some idea. That idea alone will not be converted. This idea should be represented, or idea should be presented as some product or some written work. So then only we can get copyright. And fact, suppose the sun rise in east, it is a fact, we cannot change. So we cannot get claim for this fact. And also some recipe. Suppose if you are having any new pickle or any new masala powder means we cannot get a claim for this. Because this food beverages, anyone can produce at any time. So therefore, and also this recipe will not give the same taste in same taste for all time. So that's why we cannot get claim for this recipe. But suppose if you are making some food products, we can get claim. Okay, for this recipe and food items, we cannot get claim. Suppose you are making some fried rice. This fried rice, we cannot get claim. Okay. Suppose if you are processing a food, but the processing we can get claim. And works lagging originality. Suppose the work do not have any novelty or originality means we cannot get claim. Okay. For example, names and title on short phrases they cannot give copyright. Suppose my name is Senthil means anyone can use. So we cannot get claim for names and titles. So already I told this patent means when it comes in means 19 70. So here this slide shows patent are granted for either invention or innovation, and also some process or product and some concepts they will give. So what are the requirements for granting a patent? Means the patent should be a novelty and inventiveness, and it should be applicable for industry or usefulness. So these are the requirements. And already I told the patent types. So here some basic types we are saying IPR. That means utility. That means useful product and design product. Suppose if you are making some design, we can add some plant patents. That means man-made plant varieties we can get patents. These are the types of patents. So what inventions we cannot get patent? So these are some important ones. For example, contrary to public order or morality, we cannot get claim. Okay, suppose it will produce some violence, or we cannot get claim for this. And also, just it is a mere discovery, so we cannot get claim. Or for example, it is a method of agriculture or horticulture. Okay, we cannot claim for this. Just method we cannot get claim. So these are the various things what we cannot get. And also plants and animals in whole or any part thereof we cannot get claim. And also some medicines and also surgical treatment and also some therapeutic methods we cannot get claim. And next one is trademark. So already I told a trademark means it is some identification. For example, I mentioned some Coca-Cola designs. So similarly, we are this slide shows clearly what are the trademark. So for name we can get trademark. That means name design Coca-Cola. The written style we can get claim. And also for logo, that means Nick or Nike T-shirt, they are using some tick mark. We can get a trademark for logo type. And also some symbols. Symbol means McDonald's, M, McDowell, M. We can get a claim. And also slogan, I am loving it. So we can get. So for each word they are mentioned R represents registered. Okay. And also some color, orange. So here this color is got some pattern. And also bottle shape. For shape they got some design. So that's why the Coca-Cola cap is having name and also some shape they are having pattern. Okay. So these are some examples. So here all the symbols are well known. Okay. For example, Hyundai, the same H will be designated for Hyundai and Honda. So Hyundai, the H will be used as a slanting one, and Honda it is in straight. So this symbol itself easily identified by the company. And also Maruti Suzuki, S is in different letter. And for example, Mercedes-Benz and Audi. So the four circles represents the Audi. Okay, and Mercedes-Benz just a triangle source. So here this symbol itself shows the company brand or name. So it is called as trademarks. So next one is what is meant by trade secrets. So here we can get some trademark for our a new company or anything. Suppose if you are making a trademark, this trademark should be tell anyone, either it may be company name, or it may be chemical formula, or it may be recipe, or it may be idea, or it may be invention. Okay, so this name itself it should show the company or brand name. So that is the trade secret. So next one is the industrial design. So actually design, suppose if you are making a design, this design should be useful for our industry, means it is called as industrial design. So it may be 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional drawing, or so definitely it should say the safe configuration, pattern and ornamentation. So and also applied to any article for its manufacturers. So suppose if you are registering for this design, what are the advantages? So if you are registering this, the product is registered as a design and definitely no one can use, and also trademark label is attached to our product, therefore it is easy to identify our product, and also appearance. So it will promote our marketability. For example, Coca-Cola means the symbol itself shows this product, therefore it is easy to advertise. Okay, so these are some advantages of this trade design and this registration. So this is some mechanical industrial design. For example, the second one, aqua ferti seed drill. So here the seed will be drilled in the earth. So therefore this seed drill we can get claim. And also suppose cow dung composting machine means we can get. So here this designs and also some mechanism for that they are getting claim. Okay, already we have some tractors, but in this tractor we are filling our seed. It means seed is filled in the land. That's why we are getting a claim. Next one is what is meant by GI. Already I told GI. So what is meant by GI and what is the importance? So here GI itself clearly shows this is a regional wise famous product. So suppose if you are getting a GI means what are the benefits means we can export to the whole world. So without our knowledge no one can sell the product. For example, Coimbatore wet grinder is famous means the Coimbatore Wet Grinder Association alone will sell that product to world. Similarly for turmeric is famous for Erode means after getting the GI, that association alone will export the turmeric to the whole world. Okay, these are some advantages. So benefits of IP. So already I think I told so many importance what we can benefit. Next one is what are the various patent process and flows. How many days it takes and how many years it takes to complete our patent process. Actually this patent process having various stages, actually 6 to 7 stages is there. In the stage 1 it took 0 days. That means we can file our patent or we can apply our application for our technical examination. So this is the stage 1. So in this this is the early stage of our submission of our application. Suppose if you are having an idea, this idea should be written as copyright, or this if you are having an idea, the idea should be converted into product, and after converting your product you have to take some pictures and you have to write some draft. What is the abstract and what are the uses of this product and how we methods, how we manufacture, all this should be included. After including all this, so you have to submit to IPR website. So already I mentioned IPR.co, IPindia.co.in. We have to apply on this home page. This is the stage 1. In stage 2, it took 30 to 45 days. So in this 45 days, your application process and they are giving some numbers. Okay. It should take some 10 to 14 days. After that, your application will be published in the, that means your abstract will be published in the IPR website. So after publications of your application, so it should be evaluated, otherwise it should be evaluated. So here I mentioned it is for design pattern. Okay. So after publishing your designs on the website, the application either it may be accepted or it may be rejected. Suppose if your application is accepted, certificate will be issued and it will, your designs are generated. Okay. So and in the 4th stage, that means up to 120 days, that means within 4 months certificate of designs is generated, and after that 150 days it will be published in IPR, and also you can get grant certificate within 6 months. So this is the design pattern. Suppose if you are having some ordinary product, so how many days it will take? Oh, sorry, I think that slide is cannot comes. the same one. Suppose if you are applying some patent, the patent may be some products. If this product will be published and how many days it will take means, so automatically it takes the same process, all the 7 stages, whereas it took another 180 days. What they are doing in this stage means, after in stage 1 just we are applying our application. In stage 2 our application is published in the website, and in the stage 3, that means up to 180 days, your application will go for some compliance. That means the same type will be executed in the market, or otherwise already any other person have submitted their application. They have to evaluate. Suppose if your application is going for the evaluation means, the same concept will be filed in foreign countries. It may be filed in US or it may be filed in some Australian country means this concept will be evaluated. Suppose if you are filing on the month of November 28th, the same concept will be filed by some other person in the month of October 2022 means their concept, because they published 1 month before, therefore our application will be rejected. So suppose if no one can submit the same application, same type of invention to the application process means, your ideas or your application will be approved for evaluation. That means there are 2 evaluators will be assigned to your work, and the 2 evaluators will evaluate your ideas or products. So suppose if they are having any queries, or suppose if they are having any doubts, or your work may have some not acceptable one means, they will ask you to submit some proof of concept. That means they have to we want to submit further clarifications. So, and then again our application will be evaluated by the same expert. Suppose if they are having any doubt, once again they will ask us to present our ideas and the video conferencing. That means in video conferencing we have to showcase our products and we have to explain our ideas. Suppose our idea is acceptable or our product is acceptable means, they will forward our application to IP India website. Therefore, finally this idea will be granted, and so this process takes place up to 1 year. So after that it will be published in IPR website for public. So public may have some doubts or clarifications. Okay. So suppose if there is no objection for our concepts or product means, it will be approved and the grant will be given after the 1 year. That means it took approximately 1 year, 360 days it will take. So simply you can assume a design pattern means it will complete within 6 months, and our product means it takes up to 1 year. Suppose it is a maximum period, it is a minimum period. Suppose if your ideas are after 1 year, after 6 months, reviewer will give some comment. Suppose you are having some doubts and you are doing that corrections again, and you are submitting after 3 months or 4 months means it took some time. Okay, suppose if they are asking some queries, if you are submitting the queries immediately means it will complete within 1 year. Suppose if you are not able to complete these queries within 1 year means it took more than 1 year or 2 years. Okay, so somebody submitted their application 10 years before, but up to this they didn't get any result. So it depends on the nature of our work, or depends on the available evaluator. Suppose for your idea the evaluator is not available means it took some time. Okay, so this is some various process. And now I want to conclude. So actually from this discussion, just I told what is meant by IPR and what is meant by copyright and what is meant by some trademarks. So I hope you will understand about what is meant by IPR and how we can apply in the website. And trademark means simply we want to suppose if you are opening a company for the company, for our visibility. Simply we are making some logos or designs. This is called as trademark. And copyright means for you are having any idea, that means you are having some novel. This novel should be get copyright. Okay, so these are the various steps. Suppose if you are having any doubts regarding this, immediately you can check in the IP website. In the IP website, there are various journals. That means it is a weekly journal. Every week they are publishing. In this weekly journal, you can go for this downloads, and you can check all the designs of how they are filed a patent. So before that, you have to understand one. Suppose if you are having an idea, or you are completing your ideas into a product, this product should be written as some paperwork, and then it should be filed in the IP website. For that filing of IP website, definitely you need some digital signature. So for that, you can get digital signature from eMutra. Without this digital signature, you won't able to file the patent. You need some digital signature. So this is very important one. And also, in addition to this, we have to give some fee, processing fee. It comes approximately 1,500 to 2,000. So these are the various stages. So I hope you will learn at least a few things about this. Do you have any doubt in this? Hello?
Thank you so much, sir, for your awesome session. It's time for the query session. Do participants have any queries? The resource person is available now to answer your queries.
Okay, so I think no one.
Yes,
Okay,
sir. Thank you,
okay, we
sir.
can wind up. Thank
Yes, sir.
you. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Sir. We hope that our audience has a clear vision and understanding of today's session. Thank you so much, sir, for making this session a wonderful event. Let's wind up this evening with a warm note of appreciation. It's time to propose the vote of thanks. I would like to call upon Mr. Vishnu Priyan from the Department of Information Technology, second year, to propose a vote of thanks.
There is always a light if only we were brave enough to see it, if only we were brave enough to be it. Today I take the opportunity to put all my gratitude into words. I consider it a great privilege to propose a vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who have witnessed it as a memorable and successful event. On the behalf of KS Rangasamy College of Technology, Institution Innovation Council, I would like to express my gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. T.S. Senthil, IIC Ambassador, Advanced Sengunthar Engineering College, Perundurai, for taking his precious time out and delivering a speech on the topic Design Thinking and Pattern Filling of Food Products. Sir, indeed your words have inspired us. Today's webinar was full of knowledge and interesting things. It gave deep insights into the topic and also revealed some interesting facts. Thank you, sir, for sharing with us your words of wisdom. You took this event to a greater level. We will be looking forward to have more of your presence at future events. We thank you for being with us. It has remained a pronounced pleasure. I extended my sincere gratitude to our Vice Chairman Sri R. Srinivasan and our CEO Dr. K. Tyagaraja sir in their absence here. A special mention to our respected principal, Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, for being our constant support. With a deep sense of appreciation, we thank our loving teachers for their untiring efforts. I would also like to thank the people who worked behind the scene to make this event happen. Our president, vice president, and convener of IIC, faculty coordinators, and student coordinators, Also, thank you to all the students present here for paying your attention and learning. The essence of fruit is always tasted in the last, and believe that the last will be the best. I would like to thank all our students of IIC for working with us in making this event a memorable one for all. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Vishnu Priyan. Thank you all for your valuable time with us. Hope this session would have rewarded you with valuable take-home benefits. We request the coordinators to turn on their videos to capture the moment. We request the coordinators to turn on their videos to capture the moment. The feedback link will be shared in the chat box. We request the students to fill out the feedback form. The meeting has officially ended now. Thank you all. This is Ritika signing off this MC desk.